You're watching The Nation. I'm Jessie CHAHAL. Malaysia's tourism industry is about much more than just visitors and destinations. It drives spending across hotels, restaurants, transport, shopping, attractions, aviation, culture, and thousands of small businesses. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, domestic tourism expenditure reached 121 billion ringgit in 2025. That's up 13.6% from the previous year, with 290 million domestic visitors recorded. So those numbers are not just impressive, they are staggering at this point. But at the same time, the global Islamic economy is also expanding, with Muslim consumer spending across major halal economic sectors reaching 2.43 trillion US dollars. So the question we ask today is, where does Islamic tourism fit into this growing economic landscape for our nation? And how can Malaysia turn this opportunity into wider economic growth for businesses and communities? Well, joining me right now for that conversation and more is Dato' Sri Dr. Muhammad KHALID HARUN, President of the Malaysia Tourism Agency Association, or MATA, as we explore the potential of Islamic tourism and the role of the World Islamic Tourism and Trade Expo, or WITEX, and the World Cultural Arts Festival, WICAF, in driving this ecosystem. Welcome to the show, Dato' Sri.
Yes, thank you.
Much for us to unravel here and discuss. When we talk about Islamic tourism, are we really talking about tourism? Is it the same approach in a different angle, or is it something else that we don't understand yet from a much broader economic ecosystem?
Yeah, actually, when we talk about economic tourism, we are talking about the economic system, tourism per se. So what actually is what I'm trying to promote is this is the first time that we are really going into promoting Islamic tourism, or we call it Islamic tourism plus trade. We are promoting the values of Islamic values in that in tourism as well as in trade. So this is where we don't want the misperception that we are promoting Islamic tourism, then what is this? But we actually we are promoting the Islamic values in tourism and in trade, such as if in trades, now we have Islamic banking, medical tourism is Islam. If you are practicing Islamic value in tourism, in medical, there you are. That in insurance, if you are practicing Islamic value, you have takaful, right. And then and other things. And then in the food industry, you have halal. Then what we do here is we connect all these sectors into one roof, and we do an expo. This we call it World Islamic Tourism and Trade, to promote all these activities under one roof.
So Malaysia recorded about 121 billion ringgit in domestic tourism expenditure.
Yes.
That's in 2021.
Yes.
What does that figure tell us about the scale and potential of the tourism economy for the country?
The figure is very significant. Domestic tourism contributes, that's the figure. And this is where what I said, Islamic tourism can potentially promote this niche market in particular, because we have what we have now. Actually, we already have that infrastructure. We have infrastructure, good infrastructure, connectivity, and then we also have a very good hotel that provide Muslim-friendly kind of thing. And then we have the tourism expert, like a tourist guide, and then they do have these very particular in this sector. Therefore, with all this ready infrastructure plus the tourism destination, we are there to promote, to get in more Muslim traffics into our countries.
Right. So help us break that down a little bit more. Of course, the expenditure and the potential of 121 billion domestic tourism in this landscape. Where exactly does Islamic tourism fit, or rather, what are sort of the untapped economic opportunities that you see?
You see, when a traveler spend their money, if they come in, say domestic tourism, say if they travel from Sabah into Peninsula, so the first thing is they have to go on flight. So that will contribute to the aviation industry. After that, when they landed in Kuala Lumpur, the trailer goes to hotel. That means the hotel benefits. And then in hotel, where they go to eat, the meals, the restaurants will benefits. And then shoppings, the shopping mall, the shopping destination will benefit. Then the travel, the tour agents, the tour operators. What else? So the economic impact is so huge. The multiplier effect is so huge. It really provides a vast economic activity for Malaysia.
And so it is a point-to-point smooth transactional journey that is for that potential tourist.
Yes.
In other words, tourism is actually facilitation of
services. You see, for example, the fintech, the bank, they provide these transactions facilities. So these are the things that, when you look overall, tourism is not only, but it's really an economic activity that really spurs the economic activities.
And how do you see Islamic tourism really empowering our local businesses and SMEs?
Oh yes, of course, definitely. When we have this WeTech Expo, the destination owners, providers will come here. They will meet the SMEs. The SMEs operators will benefit by engaging them to be their own partners or potential investors for them to have collaborations. And so is the others like craft, like banking, like this hotel. So these are the SMEs that under that category they will benefit. Like homestays, for example, tour agents, tour operators, for example, they will benefit a lot. And then the event organizers, and then the venue owners, for example, they will benefit. And then you just imagine the trails of money that these sectors are going to reap from this activity.
Mm-hmm. When we look at technology and of course AI now in the world of tourism as well, it's reshaping how people travel. It is really suggesting to them experiences and destinations that's available. How critical is technology in making Malaysia's Islamic tourism offering competitive?
Very, what people say, practical. Because if you are yourself as traveler, the first thing that you want to find, you have to do some research, right? You look at your phone. I want a hotel. Then you have to be guided by the websites of that hotel. And then you want to eat where, you want to get halal meal. You want to see shopping where. So digital economy is also there. So we need this technology to assist our not only Muslim travelers but even any traveler for that matter to use technology in order to facilitate their needs, to facilitate the rest of their needs. You see, this is very significant.
And so is Islamic tourism primarily an opportunity for Muslim majority countries, or do you think there's a much global market for that?
Globally, we have I think about 2 billion Muslim community. So what we do now is we are not only inviting the Muslim countries destination to come here, but we also expand into non-Muslim countries. So what we can see, ever since we started this WITEX, we have countries, non-Muslim countries, countries like China, countries like Philippines, countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, and many others, Australia, New Zealand, coming in, because they know that the traffic, they too need traffic from Muslim travelers. So what actually happening in this WITEX Expo, we are connecting these people, and in order for our visitors to experience, to know the world, and these countries also will connect with the other organization in order to expand their tourism, Islamic tourism need in their country. Yes.
On that note, we take a quick break. We'll be back right here on The Nation with more conversation on Islamic tourism and the nation.
Thank you.
See you in a minute. Welcome back. This is The Nation. Today we explore the potential of Islamic tourism as well as the role of the World Islamic Tourism and Trade Expo, known as WITEX, and the World Cultural and Arts Festival, known as WeCAF. As we talk about this in the broader economic backdrop, where does WITEX 2026 fit into Malaysia's ambition to really grow the Islamic tourism sector?
Okay, as you know, this year is a World Islamic Tourism Visit Malaysia year 2026.
That's right.
And that is going to into 2027. So this is where WITEX has a significant role in promoting Visit Malaysia year 2026. And by having this, this is our 4th editions. We are inviting countries because for the nation to understand, WITEX is the first of its kind. That means the first Islamic MICE is having to be in here in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, and it's a Malaysia-made, homegrown event. So we are inviting countries globally. So far we have countries from Africa, Zambia, Algeria, and then Egypt coming in, and then we have from Turkey, we have from Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, we have from Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines even. So these like Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam, they are not Muslim countries. Even we have from China, they are not Muslim, but majority of people, Muslims, they are there. Right. And we have participants in terms of trade visitors globally from non-Muslim countries. They are coming in because they want to learn. They want to be in engagement with all this, to experience in the world the new destination. Because when these people coming here, they are going to showcase their destination, new destination, and this is where WITEX role is to have this all these sectors coming here to be connected with culture, with arts, with hospitalities, and then
it's also apparent that tourists and tourism as a sector are looking for more experiences, and
yes, of course, that is where the WeCAF coming in.
That's right. So before we get to WeCAF though, as we look at 2026, we've gone past the half-year mark into the 3rd quarter. What are the numbers showing in terms of tourism and the interest in culture, local history?
Yes. I think we have a good response from overseas coming into Malaysia, because we are very safe country, and also is recorded the best destination to be visited by the travelers globally. Therefore, this visit Malaysia is something that is very encouraging in terms of numbers. But we are not looking at numbers. We are also looking at the economic value. What do we get from these people who come here? That is why additionally, when we do this activity, we want to make Kuala Lumpur as the hub for Islamic minds. And hopefully the government will support us in terms of creating the budget whereby this event potentially can grow, you know. And this is, we are still a baby, we're still infant, and we are promoting this globally so that we can be at par with what the WTM is having, ATM is having, ITB is having. We want to be like that. So this is where I need all the sectors, all the ministries to be involved. Even now we are promoting this to the education sectors, because they will know that tourism, there are a lot of things there, but Islamic tourism, we need to practice these Islamic values. Mm-hmm. When we talk about Islamic values, say for example, how you usher facilitation, how you facilitate arrivals, the way, the manner of you receiving people, for example, and then the transportation facilities. Are we at par? Are we providing the convenience to these people? Yeah.
Do you see a challenge for Islamic tourism in?
Yes,
you said it's the first of its kind.
Yes, the challenge is really great, because we are not there yet. Well, even though we are happy with promoting our country as Muslim friendly, but there are a lot of things that we are not there yet, not ready. Because, say for example, when you talk about security, are we ready to say that we are a totally safe country where people can walk in the street 24 hours without anything? I don't think so. Because every day you see a lot in the news, a lot of things are not really, because we have a lot of trouble, accident, for example. Are we really safe to be on the road? Because every day you see accidents. We don't want to hear all this. We want to, as a Muslim country, you want to be number one, top. And how do we look into that in terms of security, in terms of health, in terms of environment, so a lot. And then when you talk about facilitation of, say, in the transport itself, see in the rail, now we have started like rail, we separate women and men, but the discipline is not there. Malaysian still mentality is, you know, they just go in and without care. They don't, you know. So where are we going to inculcate all these values? So are we starting from school? Whether the syllabus is there for this tourism, and then what else? And then the values must be inculcated in all sectors. Whatever it is, it has to be practiced, even in the arrival sectors, in the hotel sectors, in the hospitality sectors, even in edu sectors, the universities. I think the universities are a critical area there where we can inculcate values.
How do you suggest that this would have an international appeal?
Yeah, when you see, when we are promoting this, the first, you know, why Arab countries like Saudi Arabia, they really want to promote tourism. We never heard of Saudi promoting aggressively tourism because they are a Muslim country, but then before that they are just contented with the arrivals of pilgrimage, Umrah and Hajj. But now they are really going into it. Why? Because they need the traffic, not only Muslim, but traffic from over the world. Because tourism really spurs the economic growth, help the countries to really grow. That will be a really sector that provide economic growth.
what are you hoping for WeTax and WeCuff to achieve, not just during that event, but overall in the long term?
Okay. Firstly, what we really want to achieve is that the success of this event will be seen from the participants that come from all over the world. So these participants, when they come, they will be, are they satisfied with what they are going to. So what I'm trying to say is, I must see to it that this participant from overseas, they really got what they need. And also the local participant who are the suppliers, when they are participating, I also want to see them, their needs are achievable. And what about the visitors? The visitors, many of them, they are looking forward to see new things, new product, new knowledge that they want to learn from the conferences, from the ministerial summits. This ministerial summit is very important. It's going to be officiated by our Deputy Prime Minister. So this is very important. And then I hope the private sector from the CEOs level will come and see to it that they can learn, they can mingle with the investors who are coming, they can learn something, they can experience culture, for example, because we have WeCuff there, and that this WeCuff, if the performance is there, you don't see the performance, but there is a big thing there. You see performance, you can see fashion, you can see artists, you can see music, you can see, it's a big industry there. So this is what I'm expecting, that when people come, they gain not only knowledge, but there are more things that they will get when they come to WeTax. And the entry is free. We are promoting, what we expect, these people coming there, they are happy when they get, despite if there is inconvenience of transport maybe, but then if they come there, yes, there are a lot of goodies for them to grab, opportunities, there are a lot of all the other exhibitors, they are offering some kind of good pricing of product to be grabbed. And there are free brochures, vouchers by companies that digitalize it. So you just scream there, bring your phone, and then you can get something 100 ringgit in advance.
Well, it looks like there's a lot in store there.
Yes.
Finally, what would you say to Malaysians, and how would you convince international visitors?
Malaysians, okay, I like those Malaysians who have not heard about this WeTax. Please come and visit us at WTC on this 21st to 23rd of August, and we are 3 days there. The time period is from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and of course I hope the Malaysians when they come in, please take your opportunity to connect and then to experience whatever it is what we have. If you are interested in the Ministerial Summit, do join us. If you are interested in the conference, do join us. We do have a Quran convention also. We do have World Cultural and Art Festival at the same time. So these are the offerings that we have for the 3 days, and I hope they come in and enjoy the show.
Well, but thank you very much for coming in, of course, sharing the concept of Islamic tourism as well. It's of course clear that Islamic tourism connects trade and culture, business and communities, and creates opportunities far beyond just the visitor experience. And for Malaysia, this opportunity is now to build on that potential and ensure the benefits are felt across the wider economy and for everyone here in the nation. Well, I'm Jessie CHAHAL. This has been The Nation. Thank you so much for tuning in, and do keep it locked on for more conversations on issues that matter. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.